Hi guys, Stephen Palmer here, Michael Campbell Golf Academy. This is a little video about how to choose the right loft on your driver. It's a really common issue that people play the wrong lofts consistently with their driver. Some guys you see are still kind of ego driven and want to go down to the kind of the 9.5, 8.5 degree drivers, even though they can't physically launch the ball high enough to make it effective. And then you've got the other side of the marketing spins of certain brands that tell you, oh, you need more loft to get the ball to launch higher, and you get players playing with too much loft. So I wanted to talk to you about how really to optimize the amount of loft on your driver. Now the great thing about most drivers now is that they're all adjustable, so you don't have to get it absolutely spot on. A 10.5 degree driver you can nowadays get down to somewhere like 9 degrees and up to around about 11.5, 12 degrees sometimes. So with the modern day adjustable drivers, sometimes it's as simple as a little screw and a little click, and you can change it. But this is how you'll optimize it. So I'm going to go back to what I talk about in so many videos, which is the strike location. I've left a sticker on this from a fitting we did a little while ago, and as you can see, most of this player's strike marks are at the bottom, from the middle to the bottom of the driver. Now, because he tends to hit it on the bottom, he's going to tend to launch the ball lower with more spin. So before we even talk to this player about loft, we want him to hit slightly above the center of the sweet spot. So from the middle to slightly above the middle is optimal for most people. This is going to get the ball launching a bit higher and spinning a bit less, which for most people is going to optimize their distance. So once you've got the strike in the right place, that's when we can start to talk about the flight of the golf ball and the launch of the golf ball. Now, something that is worth considering is, are you making changes to your golf swing? Are you currently having lessons? Are you trying to do something with your swing? Because that might be a factor in getting a driver loft that you're going to play into. For example, let's say you're a player who's trying to hit up on the ball a little bit more for some extra distance with your driver. If you're kind of happy with the ball flight you've got with your current driver, but you are trying to hit up more, you might want to find a driver that's maybe a degree less in loft than you've currently got, so that you're able to maintain the current desirable flight you have with a slightly more positive attack angle, because the more you hit up, the more the ball is going to tend to go up. If you're a player that's looking to hit down a little bit more, then you want to do the opposite. If you want to hit down a little bit more, you might benefit from a little bit of extra loft. So always have in mind, are you trying to do something with your swing? And if you are, how is that going to affect the flight that you have? And you might want to consider that when you're buying a driver. Once you've considered those things, that's when you want to start choosing the loft. So let's assume that you have the right shaft. You're hitting the ball in the middle or slightly above the middle of the face. So you're launching the ball, or you're at least giving yourself the chance to launch the ball high enough with not a great deal of spin, so that ball's going to travel an optimum distance. If you like the flight and you're let's say you're on a launch monitor and your TrackMan or your Flight Scope or GC2 numbers are looking pretty good, then you've got the right loft. If you're doing all these things correctly and you're still not launching the ball, maybe you're launching the ball too high, you're launching the ball too low, that's when you start making the adjustment in loft. So don't make the adjustment in loft or choose a loft until you have those things. If you have those things and you still can't get the ball to launch how you want, if it's consistently too high or consistently too low, no matter, let's say you've got 13 degrees of loft and you're still hitting it too low and you're hitting it nicely in the top of the sweet spot, then it's probably your technique. You've probably got maybe too steep of an angle of attack, maybe you're de-lofting the club too much. It'll be one of those things, and there are numerous reasons that those things might be present in your swing. So that's when you want to maybe take a golf lesson and try and fix those things. So that's a little video about choosing the right loft. I hope that helps. We'll see you in the next video.